I've just been to heaven with someone so true. I dreamed of my buddy last night. The little white Bible he still held so tight. I dreamed of my buddy last night. Dear Hank, you see, it was my intentions to write you today, as it's been my custom for many years past. We've been great friends, you and I've always enjoyed writing you on New Year's Day and referring to the year just past and looking forward to things as I might see them in the new year. Only yesterday I was thinking of some of the things I would mention in my letter, but somehow I think I'll have to change the letter a bit. For an hour or so ago I received a phone call from Nashville. It was rather a sad call too, Hank, for it told me that you had died early this morning. I don't know much about the circumstances, and it really doesn't matter, does it? What does matter, though, is that the world is ever so much better for the fact that you have lived with us, even for such a short time. Yes, Hank, I had so many things I wanted to write you about today, but somehow it's just a little bit harder saying them than I thought it would be. I would have reminded you of that day in Baltimore several years ago when you said, "You know, Mr. Walker, you and I both came from the country. Our names, Hank and Frank, rhyme pretty good too. And we ain't gonna have any trouble ever." And we didn't, Hank, did we? Remember the time the newspaper man asked you how you wrote a song? I'll never forget your answer. I just sit down for a few minutes, do a little thinking about things, and God writes them for me. And you were so right, Hank. And do you know, I think he wanted to have you just a bit closer to him. And Nashville's pretty far away, so he just sent word this morning, Hank, that he wanted you with him. You're going to be kept pretty busy, too. There's lots of work to be done way up there, for we aren't improving too much here on earth. You'll be writing for the greatest singers, too, the Angels. They're so wonderful. And I know they'll want you to join them. I'll miss you, Hank, that's natural, for we've been pretty close to each other down through the years. But honestly, I'm not too unhappy, for I must rejoice with you at the great opportunity you will have to do good for others. Don't forget your millions of friends, Hank, and we'll be thinking lots about you. So please remember us, too. And I guess that's about all I have to write about on this New Year Day, Hank. Thanks so much for being with us, and until I see you again, Happy New Year, Hank.